Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Show. I'm Josh.
And I'm Nathan.
Nathan, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. We're not usually here.
No,
This is not
first
usually us
time,
at
yeah.
all. I've decided that as England's ambassador in America at Michigan, that I'm going to reclaim this land one TV show at a time.
Okay.
So you're welcome to come
I'll
on
join,
the journey
I'll
with
join,
me,
I'll join,
or I'll kill you like every other member of Ultimate Sports
Wow.
Show that I did previously.
That's rough. Okay.
So without further ado, let's get into some snaps, Nathan.
Snaps?
Let's
Sounds
do
good.
it. On Saturday night, fighting fans across the world tuned in to see UFC 229, the main event being the lightweight matchup of Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. The notorious McGregor came into this fight as he would with any other, spewing as many taunts as possible to try and get into the head of Khabib. McGregor insulted Khabib's father and Islamic faith before offering him a bottle of whiskey. McGregor's whiskey may be smooth, but his performance in the fight certainly wasn't, as he lost by submission to Khabib after just 4 rounds. McGregor's record now stands at 21-4, while Khabib is 27-0. The real controversy occurred after the fight, however, when Khabib jumped out of the octagon and a fight began between the two athletes' teams. 3 members of Khabib's team were arrested. It was previously thought that if he lost, McGregor would retire, but after the altercation following the fight, fans are begging for a rematch.
Speaking of jumping over stuff, Michigan fallback Ben Mason hurdled a dude a couple days ago. It came 30 seconds into the game as the Wolverines rolled over the Maryland Terrapins 42-21.
In other college football news, Oklahoma has fired their defensive coordinator, Mike Stoops, following their 48-45 upset at the hands of Texas, a Texas team with 1 loss, versus Maryland, who we destroyed. Michigan is better than Texas and Oklahoma.
That sets us up for an interesting weekend with a night game against Wisconsin, expected to see temperatures fall into the low 40s and upper 30s, potentially forcing Harbaugh to bust out the flannel-lined khakis. College game days also coming to town, so start making your signs.
Sunday afternoon saw the Lions take on the Packers. The Lions' commitment to powerful short drives led them to 2 early touchdowns from Blount. The Lions continued to dominate throughout, winning the game 31-23. Oh, my producers are telling me that Mason Crosby has just missed another field goal. In other news related to people kicking balls,
The Champions League group stage is well underway, and this week saw some crazy scoreboards. An honorable mention being PSG crushing Red Star Belgrade with a 6-1 victory. However, the game everyone has been talking about is the matchup between Tottenham Hotspur and Barcelona. This match was like a game in FIFA, with the amount of insane goals that were scored. Barcelona took the lead just 2 minutes into the game and proceeded to dominate throughout. Lionel Messi was on top form as expected, scoring 2 of Barcelona's 4 goals and hitting the post 3 times. The final score was 4-2, and the 2 teams will meet again on November 12th.
if they hadn't been putting so many drugs into their bodies in the first place, they never would have been banned. But now, after 3 years, the World Anti-Doping Agency has lifted its ban on Russia. While a great majority of votes were in favor of the Russian Anti-Doping Agency being reinstated, Travis Tygart, head of the US ADA, was less than happy, saying, "Today marked the biggest decision in the World Anti-Doping Agency's history, and it delivered a devastating blow to the world's clean athletes. WADA sent one clear message to the world. We put the wishes of a small handful of sports administrators above the rights of millions of clean athletes and the dreams of billions of sports fans. I suppose the accuracy of Tygart's words will be judged on the number of Ivan Drago lookalikes we see coming out of the Russian Olympic program." Nathan, that's it for Snaps. I think we nailed it.
We killed it.
Good for us.
Absolutely.
I mean,
First
sports
time.
news,
Yeah,
we killed it. It's our new thing.
absolutely.
Well, I think that's all for Snaps today, and there's probably something else going on this show. I don't really know.
I hope so.
We're new here.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be great, though, so stick around.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Here at the Ultimate Sports Show, we've noticed that there's usually a few days between when we film a show and when we post it online. So we've decided to correct this problem by reporting on what probably happens during that gap in a segment we're calling Next Week Today. I'm Brendan Roos, and these are probably the top stories in sports. Ohio State head football coach Urban Meyer is facing criticism this week for allegedly drop-kicking 4 puppies at weight training on Tuesday. Ohio State fans are absolutely furious over the allegations and held a rally on Thursday protesting violence against Urban Meyer's foot and calling for an investigation into whether the puppies in question carry prejudice against their head coach. The Detroit Red Wings made history this week by becoming the first NHL team to be mathematically eliminated from the playoffs in just 1 week. At a press conference, head coach Jeff Blashill responded to the news by saying trust the process and making absolutely no changes to the lineup whatsoever. In the world of baseball, the Red Sox and the Yankees began Game 3 of their 5-game series Monday evening, and they've probably reached the 5th inning by the time you're watching this. The NBA preseason continued this week as the Pistons squared off against... Hold on, what was that? Okay, never mind, the Warriors have already won the finals. Michigan basketball head coach John Beilein is facing the biggest scandal of his coaching career after he allegedly only put $5 into the donation basket at church. Beilein immediately apologized for his lack of generosity, donated $300 more, built a school, hugged his grandson, and started a charity for puppy victims of drop kicking. I'm Brendan Roos, and thank you for watching Next Week Today. This thing's hard.